Hello, this is Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, and today we're doing a Let's Experience or Let's Play Nefertari Journey to Eternity, a Tombscale VR experience. This experience is free to play in either the Oculus Store or the Steam Store for the Oculus Rift and for the HTC Vive. This is an amazing experience. The level of graphics here is very realistic. It would be hard to tell this VR experience from actually being inside the tomb. This was made with, I believe it's called photogrammy or photogrammic. And in this process, they're able to recreate the tomb for VR in a very lifelike manner. Uh, there's certain hints that this is VR. If you look at the ground, you can see some textures there that kind of give away that this is indeed a computer experience, a computer generated experience, because it doesn't quite look like real sand or real earth. But when you're looking at the walls, when you're looking at the edges, when you're looking at the flames, it is very difficult to tell the difference between this and reality. And even the ceiling. And this might look a little odd, but this is actually how the Nefertari's tomb looks like. And indeed, this is where we are. And if you can see here, this is the little plaque, which means and it explains that Nefertari means beautiful companion, was Ramses II's wife, and this is indeed where she was entombed. There is a narrated experience, but it's very short. I'm not going to click on any of the narrated experience, but I do want to show that that's another tip off that this is VR and not reality. If you move your motion controllers, so obviously the motion controllers are immersion braking in this case, but if you move your motion controllers, you can see, you can highlight that drawing, painting, and you can see the little blue checkered hologram images there. And that's another tip away that's a narrated experience, and also that this is virtual reality. You do teleport around this experience, and you can also snap turn around. So not only can you move within your room scale, which would be more immersive than teleporting and snap turning, you can also obviously turn in real life. And you can see some of the level of detail in this room. I don't know much about the Egyptian gods. I do know some of them. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Osiris right here, which is the god of the underworld. And I want to make sure that we had a good look around before I move. And obviously that's Anubis right there. Anubis is very popular as far as lore and being included in lots of gaming experiences. I know I've seen Anubis in several video game experiences featuring Egyptian gods. He's a very popular pick. And I believe a lot of these, I believe that must be Nefertari, if I'm not mistaken. Probably along with her servants. I don't know if she would be entombed with her servants or not. And I'm almost curious to click on that because I want to see. That's something I missed earlier. I want to see if what it says. Probably says something about Nefertari. And I don't know if that's a goddess of Egyptian lore or if that's another representation of Nefertari. But that piece of clothing that she has on her back, it makes her look like an eagle of some sort, and it just looks amazing in VR. If you don't The only thing I wish there was a way that those lights would only show up when you got your controller near it, versus every time that you look at it, the blue checkered hologram shows up, which I don't like about this experience. About the only thing that I wish they would change about this app, because we don't always want to hear the narrated experience, the audio. Sometimes we just want to enjoy the locale, the historic artwork, cultural icons. I don't know any of these gods, but obviously there's a baboon, there's an eagle or falcon. And one of the funny things is that I am crouching down in this room, but actually I don't think I have to in this one. There is a room where I have to crouch down, or else I'll reach the edge. There's Osiris again. And again, I don't know the name of these gods. That might just be another representation of Osiris in goat form. One of the tells of Osiris is that he's painted as green. Okay, this is the room here, where if you don't crouch, you do end up being outside your bounds of VR. So you have to be careful. If you see that you're black, you just have to crouch down. As you can see, the height level here is very small, so it's very easy to go over the ceiling. But this is one of the most immersive experiences in VR. It really feels like you're inside this tomb. And I hope I'm not saying the word wrong for the process, but I believe it is photogrammetry. And I've seen the equipment that they use to get this data and transfer it to virtual reality, and the piece of equipment is very interesting. Okay, I think we've seen everything now. Yes. As you can see, this tomb is, although it is pretty big for a tomb, it is not a giant space, which makes sense. After all, it is a tomb. But it's huge for a tomb, but it is easy to do the tour pretty quickly. There's lots of details, so you can spend hours trying to find every little detail, because there is a lot of art, there is a lot of meaning behind all these symbols. This artwork wasn't just made for art, but it conveys a story. So there is a story behind each one of these. There is a special meaning. Not being versed in Egyptian mythology, I can't really comment too much on it. The narrator does explain some of it, but a lot of it is not explained. In fact, most of it is not explained. But I just want to make sure we get a good view all around. This is Nefertari. It's free on the Oculus store and the Steam store. I will put a link in my video. And yeah, those are stars in the ceiling. And yeah, they were put everywhere. Amazing amount of detail that went into this place. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment. And I highly recommend you get this experience. It is one of the best experiences in VR. And this just brings to mind the possibilities in VR. I would like to see more things using the equipment they used for this tomb, being used for different locations and different destinations that we wouldn't normally get to see. And like I said, the difference between this and reality is very small. It is very hard to tell in VR. And if I went to this tomb in person, I would probably feel like I've already been there. That's how realistic this experience is. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.